What's going on, YouTube? It's James with Schreiber Fantasy Battle Reports. Got another battle report for you today. It is Wicked GT round number 5. Alright guys, had to check my audio there to make sure that I was actually recording. But guys, welcome back to Wicked GT. First off, I wanted to get you this battle report like last week or a week and a half ago, but on the 4th of July weekend, I took my laptop to my parents' house, and I accidentally has snapped the wire with a chair accident on the cord of my power charger of my laptop, meaning my laptop died and I needed to order a new cord, and that is why it took me so long to get back to my battle reports, because all my pictures are on my laptop, and there we go. Anyways, guys, besides that, I'm proud to get you the last game of Wicked GT. I'm trying to get you all of Wicked, all of Buckeyes, and then I have another game or two that I did. One was at Jeff Durham's house. He's a member of Team USA. He had a get-together at in his house, and a bunch of guys from Chicago went out there. And I want to get you that game out. I also have a Luke Nickel game that I haven't posted in forever, if I ever do get it out. But I'm trying to get you all this out before ETC. ETC is in like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks from now, like 2.5 weeks or so. And yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I'm actually excited. I'm gonna put this right now as a disclaimer. First off, I gotta finish this video in like 30 minutes because I have a client coming in. Second off, these games that I was playing here at Wicked and the tournament before at Corner Hammer, I still haven't gotten the bug yet. I still was playing games. I just built a semi-balanced list. Got a lot of shooting, a lot of magic, and a lot of close combat. And they did solid. Both of the lists did solid, but I mean, I wasn't in the mindset, and I've been telling people who've been asking me this recently. I've been telling them I have an off season, and when I'm on my off season, I'm on my off season. I'm not even playing. I'm not even practicing. But Buckeyes was the tournament that really lit a spark under my ass. This game is starting to get me into that mode of what do I need to change, and you'll see why as I play Mr. Jeremy Goddschalk. Mr. Jeremy Goddschalk and I have a feud on round 5. We have fought a couple times in round 5, and it's usually a bloody game either way. And you'll see what happens. Now, he's playing a Warriors of the Dark Gods army, and I actually really love A, his paint jobs, B, his like aesthetic of his army. It looks really nurgly. It looks very slimy and gross, and I love it. Anyways, let's go over what he has, let's go over what I have, and let's go over the damn game and the winners of the tournament and the MVPs and basically all that jazz. Alright, over on his side, you can barely make it out because this picture's so damn far away and I didn't take up close-up pictures, but he has a unit of hounds right there. He has a unit of knights. He has I want to say it's a sorcerer lord on a disc, a scythe disc, but it's really just like a giant bloat fly. He has 24 warriors roughly, and I don't know what banner they have. I know they have like gluttony and shit. He does have a wizard in there as well. I want to say, I could tell when he does the magic. It's evocation, I want to say, maybe. Alright, he has these 3 chariots. I want to say they're just barbarian chiefs on chariots, but they have like a 1-up armor or a 2-up armor on these fucking chariots, and they're super cheap. They're like 200, 300 points a piece. It's ridiculous, like 250 I think a piece. That is ridiculous for some characters, some strong-ass chariots. He has a unit of knights on the right, and then he has his giant maw, and the maw basically gives him a teleport. He could teleport his army all across the table, all across the places, and you'll see him start teleporting across, and it creates an issue. He drops everything to take first. Now, we are playing Hold the Center. As you can see, the center is right there. I go ahead and I move my... I move Baxter... Was it counter thrust? It might have been counter thrust. That's the only reason I use my dogs like that in usual sense. Now, I go ahead and I put Baxter on the side over there because Baxter really he's Pyromaniac. He doesn't really have much that I could do against 1-up armor characters. So I was just basically thinking maybe I could do a flaming sword, maybe I could get some wounds in, maybe I could do some little pew pew shots. Really, I need to kill the dogs, and that should have been my main concern, was killing those fucking dogs on the other side. But I deployed the way I deployed. I don't fucking know why. I'm protecting my 2 bolt throwers, my 2 doom divers with Bazooka and the Horde. Bazooka and the Horde are basically in bus formation because the bow shots aren't going to do shit against all this armor. And my Savage is just chilling back, my K-Pack's chilling back. And I want to say it was actually counter thrust, and basically the squad on the left are really close to the other objective, which is on the left side by the hill. Maybe that's why. I don't remember why, but basically, if not, it's probably hold the center. I think it is hold the center. Anyways, let's go over the game really quick. As you can see, this is how I deployed, and then let's go over to turn one. Turn one, Warriors of the Dark Gods. Now he goes ahead and he teleports his fucking his knights to the left flank over there. That is ridiculous. Did he teleport or he just ran up? He might have just ran up. I mean, they're fucking fast as hell. He ran right in front of my goblins with bows, and it's just going to be a dead unit to knights, right? He chaffed my K-Packs, and my K-Pack can't even do shit. The K-Pack does get points for those dogs that I forgot to write down. Let's go over that really quick, because that is points the damn they got. 90 points for 5. He has more than 5. He has 3 more. So 120 points. Sorry. I'm just adding this in before I put the totals in at the end of the game. Alright. I don't think it changes the scores too much. But basically on the right, he's playing a little bit more conservative. He's more focused on the left side of the field, which is very important to what happens this game. Magic, he ends up getting a 3 of the Flux. Goes ahead, he does the Hereditary spell, which I totally forgot about. And again, this is the rust factor. This is me thinking evocation. He has like 1 nuke. He has like this 1 thing. Totally forgot he had the Hereditary spell. Goes ahead, hits the dog. Luckily, I lucked out. He only did 1 wound. Did not cause a panic. Goes ahead and he does Hasten the Hour, and he kills my 3 Shady Gits. Now, this really does suck because my 3 Shady Gits were my answer to his lord, his chosen lord. Whatever it is, the freaking scythe guy. Anyways, that's it. It's going to start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins, turn 1. Orcs and Goblins, turn 1! So, I charged my general here. He thought he set it up where my general couldn't get in. So I let him redo it. I said, if you want to fix it, go ahead and fix it. He goes ahead and he puts it in the angle he thinks it is. My general still fits in. Now I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm going to get a charge. I'm going to do my general strength 7, the Wyvern strength 7, Nidhogg is strength 7. I'm going to freaking probably wipe out maybe 4 or 5 of these guys. Maybe. Okay, I'm hitting on 3s. Alright, wounding on 2s, AP 4. Okay, I should be able to kill maybe 4 or 5 of these guys, right? Now, that's my thought process. Is my main issue here, my main fucking issue, and of course the K-Pack charges the dogs, is I don't have an answer to high armor. I do have the 2 Doom Divers, which I could have used in this situation, but it's not going to stop the fact that he's about to kill my goblins, which I probably would want to keep alive. I don't know. I probably should just sacrifice the goblins, use them as chaff. 180 point chaff. Fuck it. Anyways, I do chaff his guys up there because I am not ready for any of his shenanigans up there. I could have just backed up. I probably should have backed up. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I'm trying to overrun into his general. Maybe. I don't even know. Don't know what's going on. Again, this is what happens when you're rusty. Alright, magic. I go ahead and I do Evil Eye and I lower this guy's, or I do Bewitching Glare and I lower this guy's movement with the Evil Eye. Go ahead and I did like a Deceptive Glamour over here. Go ahead and he challenges me. His fucking champ is initiative 5 and his fucking champ put on 2 wounds onto my general. I swear to God, that is so stupid. His fucking champ did 2 wounds. I go back, I kill the champ, but I only killed him with 1 wound. I only kill him with 1 wound, which means he's steadfast. Or, actually, it means I lose, alright? I have to check, but I'm leadership 10 because I took the damn crown. I pass, but what the fuck? I even gave him a debuff. And he freaking did 2 wounds. Jesus Christ. Alright. He's going to go ahead and reform. He's going to put as many guys as he can. I go ahead and I overrun with my K-Pack, mainly because it was a shit roll, I think. I think I needed like a 11, but I was just hoping I could get into him. If I couldn't get into, why did I overrun? Did I even overrun? I'm going to look back here real quick. Yeah, I overran like 2 inches, 4 inches. That's retarded. I don't know. Anyways, let's go over his turn 2. Jeremy Gottschalk, turn 2. So he's going to charge here and get rid of my dogs. He's going to charge it to my squigs, which that was fine. I don't care if I take out 1 of them. I really just can't take out 3 of them. That's just going to blow up my squigs. Over here he charges into my K-Pack, which I totally accept. because if I just flee, he's just gonna probably just murder me anyways. Over here he does get in, and then over here he fails the charge. Yeah, he failed the charge because the evil eyes. Alright, over here he's moving these knights around the corner, which is a big issue. This is a big no-no. I totally forgot about these knights. Magic, he gets 7 of the flux, goes ahead and he does hasten the hour again. He kills my champ, and he kills probably my last shady git or some shit. I don't know. Or he does a, oh, he did a wound to my BSB, I see. As for these guys, he gave them what the fuck did he give him? I don't know. It just says hand there, but I doubt it's a hand of heaven. But he gave him a buff. Probably rerolls to hit. And then, anyways, over here, close combat, I go ahead and I kill off 2 more of his knights. He goes ahead and he swings away and he kills my fucking general. Of course he does. Of course. Causes a panic. My goblins run away. Now this game just got into what the fuck can I do? And you know what? I totally respect this. I totally respect this from Jeremy Goddschalk for one reason. Because I did it to him at Buckeye Battles in 2017. So he's doing it back to me in WickedGT 2019. And I totally accept it. Alright. I got a turn 2 Orcs and Goblins. Turn 2 Orcs and Goblins. Don't have much in movement apparently. I'd probably try to charge them. Maybe. I don't even know. Magic got a 5 on the flux. Go ahead and I did charge him. I charged him with the squigs. I go ahead and I do a wheel turns and evil. I just keep on using the evil eyes as much as I possibly can. Go ahead and I do a doom diver into his knights. Does a wound. Go ahead and I shoot him with the chariot bow shots. Do a wound. And yeah, that's it. Turn 3. Warriors of the Dark Gods. Warriors of the Dark Gods. Turn 3. He's gonna charge here into my squigs. Okay. And he's gonna charge his knights into my K-Pack. My K-Pack's basically just chaffing at the moment because they rallied, but they just kind of stayed there in the way of his knights, so he doesn't get into all my bricks, my savages, or any of that shit. And basically that's how the table looks. Now, don't know what happened with the other chariots, why they didn't charge in, or they were just facing the wrong... I think they were facing the wrong way. Don't really remember. Again, this game was a couple months ago. But yeah, that's how it looks. Alright. Magic got a 1 on the flux. Goes ahead and he kills off with the haste in the hour my BSB. Over here, he killed my chaff. Now, when he killed my chaff, my dumbass left my wizard just in panic range, and I frickin' panic and I run off the fucking table this way, through his wizard, through my doom diver. His wizard charged my doom diver, sorcerer. Over here, he does impact hits, kills 4. My squigs end up doing 3 wounds. He does a lot of wounds back to me, but you know what? I'm steadfast, and I actually make it on a leadership 5. Over here, over here, he kills the K-Pack, overruns towards my savages, doesn't run that far. Over here, he kills the Doom Diver, and basically, it's my turn. Orcs and Goblins, turn 3. Orcs and Goblins, turn 3. Savages going into that freaking warrior block. I'm like, I'm already lost. I'm just going to try to probably play objective and try to kill some of these chariots and shit. So my goal here was to just charge into his warriors. Now, Jeremy's a smart player. He actually walked his wizard out of the unit and just slightly to the right, so that way, even if I charge an overrun, I just can't even clip into him. Even if I'm wider than him, I still can't clip into him. I go ahead and I do Will of the Wisp onto this guy, so that way he just can't charge into me for this turn. I think I did it to the knights, to be honest. Basically gave the unit Deceptive Glamour, so I'm hitting him easier. And let's go into shooting. I'm going to shoot the Doom Divers into his freaking chariots. Does 2 wounds. The other one misses. My squigs end up finishing off that one chariot. Nobody freaking panics. Nobody cares in the warrior army. Now, part of my thing here was I was scared shitless of the maw, not knowing it only does like a stomp or a D3 stomp or something like that. It doesn't even do anything like that. It's not even that strong in close combat. It's literally just a teleport maw. But I was scared shitless of him, thinking like, oh, he's gonna thunder stomp me. He's gonna fuck me up. It's a big ass monster. And my dumb ass, I could have played differently knowing that. Over here, close combat. My savages, I mean, he goes first, he swings first, but he only kills 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 of my savages. Savages go back, and holy fucking hell, I shred the shit out of them. I mean, I shred the shit out of them. There's 24 there, now there's only 2 left. Only 2. So, basically, the champion and whatever it is, the banner man or musician are running away. I don't chase him. I was hoping that they would just keep running. He actually just does rally on the next turn. God damn it. I go ahead and I turn around like so, because I didn't want to give him a flank with his giant monster or any of his freaking chariots or anything else. And let's go over turn 4. Warriors of the Dark Gods. Warriors of the Dark Gods turn 4. He's going to charge his chariot into probably my goblins. And that was it, really. Nope, never mind. He's going to charge that chariot in, and then he's going to charge the boat fly in. The boat fly does get in or doesn't get in. I don't remember. It looks like everybody got in, and his wizard just walks around my savages. Magic, he got a 5 in the flux, goes ahead, and he starts just nuking my savages, which I just kind of have to accept. Chariot here does a couple wounds onto my squigs. My squigs do not blow up. Nope, they don't blow up. They're still there. Yeah. So, yep, squigs go right here. I end up doing a couple wounds. I still stick on a steadfast 5, apparently. Over here, he does get in. I challenge with my wizard because that's all that's left, really. Everybody else is dead. Wizard, he has to accept. He kills him. I'm going to have to pass on a leadership 4, I think, or a 5, and I do. Leadership 6, alright, leadership 6, and I do. I can make leadership 5 and 6s all day, but goddamn a leadership 10 or 9, I can't make those. But the leadership 5s and 6s is ridiculous. And it's going to start off my turn, Orcs and Goblins turn 4. Orcs and Goblins turn 4. I'm going to charge the savages into his chariot, hopefully recover some points here, and I get in. But unfortunately, I have to wheel past my own squigs, which I couldn't reform. I didn't pass that. And I have to wheel, and when I wheel like so, which is like retarded. Alright, and I don't have a picture of combat. What ends up happening is combat right here. I end up winning combat. I blow this guy up, and I reform. So it's going to start off his turn 5. Now, turn 5, I turn like so, and my dumb ass was I was so focused, I was so tunnel visioned on the goblin fight that I totally forgot I'm about to get flanked by damn knights. So he's going to flank me with the knights, which was just the boneheaded move. This wouldn't happen if I was freaking practiced. This would not happen if I actually gave a fuck before this moment, but this happened, and he's gonna get in. Magic, he gets a 4 on the flux. This is how the table looks. He didn't charge his giant monster, and I did reform into ranks, and he's holding the objective at the current moment. So I'm not gonna get the objective. He probably has held that objective for like 2-3 turns, and I'm just hoping for a damn steadfast again on the damn squigs. Magic, he goes ahead and he does Whispers of the Veil onto these guys. Goes ahead and he does, I think, rerolls to hit on these guys. And he's going to go ahead and just, what is this? I don't even know what this is. Over here, his general killed off a couple of my goblins. My goblins popped finally because I couldn't make a leadership 6 check that time. Over here into my squigs, they pop, and I ended up not even killing one of his guys. He overruns right into my savages. It's going to start off turn 5. Turn 5, I end up killing 2 of his guys and holding on a steadfast, and I reform like so. So it's his turn, turn 5. He's going to charge in, and he's going to get everybody in. Here's a picture of it. Everybody into my savages, and I think we just call the game there because they're dead. They're fucking dead. That was ridiculous. I had a good run. I really did have a good run at WickedGT. Again, for somebody who's been super rusty, hasn't been playing, I did really well in the first day and a half. That last match, though, I got 0 points, and that really, really, really does hit me. I'm going to pull up the war score real quick. War score, and I got like a good 5 or 10 minutes left before I could, my client should be walking in the door. Let's see, rankings, show mine, game, boom, boom, boom. Alright, page rankings. What? Where am I? Man, I was lower there. Okay. So at WickedGT, let's go over this really quick. That last loss, if I would have beat Jeremy, the funny part is, Jeremy needed to get at least a 15 on me to win the tournament. That's the truth. Mike Lies was on our ass, and Mike Lies won his last game with a 20-0 against David Otero. So Mike Lies would have won it if Jeremy got anything lower than 15. If I would have got a 20 on Jeremy, I still wouldn't have won it. I would have been 2 points short of Mike Lies. Paint scores were not included at all into the final score. So that does hurt me usually, because usually that helps me. Usually I get an extra point or two over everybody else because of that. But for whatever reason, it's not. That loss, though, even if I got a 10-10, would have put me at like 5th place or 4th place. Jeremy did ask me, too, if I wanted to shake on it and just take like a small loss, like a 13-7 or some shit like that. And I was just like, nah. I was like, let's just play it, man. We come to a tournament, let's just play it. So basically that's where it is. Jeremy, let's see. This was table 1 for the record, if you guys didn't realize that, because we were doing so well up to this point. Right here, this is Mr. Kenyon Duncan. Mr. Kenyon Duncan got, I want to say, best sports. So there was several awards. There's the Tin Man Award, the Dorothy Award, the Lion Award. All these awards are Wizard of Oz awards, all right? Because obviously this is WickedGT in Kansas, where we are in Kansas. All right, so this quite possible he took like the Dorothy Award. They don't have the titles on War Score, and I don't really remember who's who on armies, you know. So we have Mike Lies took the one that is under probably like best good army, so that means Kenyon took best neutral army. Best evil army went to who did best evil army go to? I'm totally lost here. Anyways, I'm actually gonna just skip this part. Sorry guys, I don't have I have the pictures here of who won the awards. I got frickin' Kenyon Duncan here. I got Mike Lies here. Got Wesley King. All right. Justin Chandler. Then we got Mr. Joel Flint. Now there was one award that went to Lenny, but I think somebody else took it instead of Lenny. That could have been the Wesley one, because that's what it was. Wesley took David Otero's award, but David Otero's award really was supposed to go to Len, but they did the scores wrong, and then whatever. All right, Austin Murray right here. This is my round 1 opponent. He took best painted, and then first place went to Mr. Jeremy Goddschalk. Anyways, sorry about that, guys. The awards are everywhere. Rob Navarez and Ro Navarez are great hosts, though. This was a really fun event. I'm hoping to go back next year. It was a fun time to go. Brought my dog with. Everything was fine. Everything worked out great. And my room was the first room outside. My hotel room was the first room right next to the damn venue, so it was easy for me to get to in and out of. Anyways, now I'm going to do something a little bit different here, because I brought the same list of 2 tournaments, which is I rarely do. But I want to go over a couple of these points. All right, so let's go over what my army did in order here. In 8th place, or 9th place, went to the Prophet, who did nothing because he did not have Thaumaturgy. He had Witchcraft, which doesn't necessarily mean he did nothing, but he just, thinking back about it, I took Witchcraft, and I got a worse score than if I would have took Thaumaturgy. At Corner Hammer, I took 4th place out of more players. I think like 40-something players. Wicked here, I took 7th place out of like 30 players. 25 players. So that's something to think about. And I ended up taking the Prophet still for Buckeyes, and you'll see what I score in Buckeyes if you guys haven't seen it already. 8th place went to my dogs. I actually pulled in 100 and... Oh, no, not the dogs. Dogs got 0. The Doom Divers. Doom Divers ended up taking 1,490 points this tournament. At Corner Hammer, they pulled in 1,131 points. So they actually took more points. I was a little bit more accurate with the Doom Divers this tournament than in last tournament. But overall, wasn't game-changing. It just kind of gives me those extra wounds here and there. Going into 7th place, which is kind of a shocker, is Bazooka and the Horde. Bazooka and the Horde took 1,500 points. At Corner Hammer, they almost took 3,000 points. So it's a big difference between Corner Hammer and their usefulness in this tournament. In 6th place went to the Squad, which is less goblins. For whatever fucking reason, less goblins took more points than the fucking giant brick of goblins. And in Corner Hammer, they took 923 points. In this game, this tournament, they took 1,673. In 5th place goes to Baxter the Pyromaniac. Now, in Corner Hammer, he took close to 3,000 points. In this tournament, he took 1,700 points. Possibly because there was more things to nuke at Corner Hammer versus what I nuked in this game. But whatever. It is what it is. In fourth place went to the Squigs. Squigs only took 2,100 points. At Quarter Hammer, they took 1,500 points. So it's actually kind of interesting that they still, they didn't play super high, but they're a decent unit for their price. Third place went to Warboss Dread, who ended up taking 2,500 points. Corner Hammer, he only took 1,100 points. Let's see how he does at Buckeyes, because again, like I said, I've taken the same list of Buckeyes. It's just laziness. I wasn't playing around with lists that I did or did not like yet, which totally you could tell in the after Buckeyes game that it's more lists that I like than the latter. Second place went to the Savage Orc Ed Basher. Savage Orc Ed Basher took a grand total of 3,500 points. Corner Hammer, they did take more. They took 4,200 points, but I did not have a Nick Creep here round 5 that I could have ate his whole army with Savage Orcs. So that being said, since Goddschalk did smoke me, and even though they still pulled in 900 points this game, 985 points this game, which was not a favorable matchup for me at all. Yeah, I think that they still do good. It's a good unit, and I'm going to ignore this. Probably a scam likely. Come on, show me who it is. I got to ignore it. Scam likely. Called it. Anyways. Alright, so first place goes to the K-Pack. K-Pack almost took 5,000 fucking points. Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ, that is still almost as high as the one tournament where they took Len's whole army. Oh man. So K-Pack got first place. At Corner Hammer, they took 1,300 points. I still love the K-Pack. I know people give me shit. I know Phil Carl gives me shit about them, saying that they're hit or miss, but this was definitely a tournament where they were a hit. Unfortunately, they did nothing against Jeremy here. Jeremy did smoke me, and like I said, it was a deserved smoked because I was just totally out of practice. It did not optimize my list towards anybody in particular. I just tried to take a balanced list, and that's kind of what happens. I think that, in my opinion, my final thoughts here, if you're taking a balanced shooty list, shooty magic, combat, you're never going to get those big 20 games unless you get super lucky, but you're not putting enough pressure or emphasis to make them these giant 20 game swings. I found my best success in 2017 with an all close combat list with supplements of magic and shooting, but it was all close combat, and I think that's a major change. So, like I said, it doesn't really hit me this tournament, but the next tournament I play, which is Buckeye Battles, it hits me big time where I need to change the list. But I'm hoping to get you guys all these videos out in the next 2 weeks. I'm going to try my hardest to get all these videos out in the next 2 weeks, so that way I could get you guys more content coming up soon. If you guys like this video, hit like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. If you want to show your support, you can always go onto my Patreon. I'll leave the link down below. And for anybody listening who is on Team New Zealand this year, I am really looking for a new wife beater t-shirt, whatever they're called, singlets they're called in New Zealand, in Kiwi. Alright, so if you guys want anything, you're going to freaking team to ETC, and you guys want anything from me, a shirt, dice, what, let me know. I'm really looking for a trade. I already sent Jack a message. Jack said he'll see what he'll do. I sent James a message, but James hasn't responded much to me. And I told Tom, but Tom's not on the team this year. Anyways, so any of you other guys listening, if you guys got any hookups on a damn singlet, I want one. Alright, and yeah, until next time, take care and peace.